This is my Black Desert Ironman account, an entirely free-to-play account with some strict self-imposed rules. The central market is completely locked, so I can't buy or sell items with other players. I'm also not allowed to use any accelerated progression from the seasonal servers or quests from Fugar or Jatina, so all progress on this account is earned by naturally playing the game. I'll be tackling this journey completely solo, grinding through every upgrade step by step in pursuit of my ultimate goal, a goal of 700 gear score. In the previous episode, we continued our grind at the Elvia Giants in pursuit of obtaining our Blessed Soul Fragment. And after 40 hours of grinding, we finally were able to bless our Ator's Power Stone, which gave us an additional 2 DP. And after months of failed attempts, we miraculously were able to succeed with enhancing our Griffin Helmet to Pen. And with the newly gained 15 sheet DP, I decided to head back to the Elvia Giants to gather the remaining 100 despairs in order to exalt my Alchemy Stone. But before diving back in, we're swiftly approaching the 9,000 subscriber mark here on the channel, so if at any point you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing as it helps out the channel greatly. And with all that out of the way, let's see what my Ironman has recently gotten into. Now, the deeper that we get into this Ironman journey, the more I'm realizing just how important these Simple Cron Meals really are. The staggering 30 additional monster AP is what really carries its value, but the other stats are definitely a huge help. I had made a massive batch when I first started grinding here at the Elvia Giants almost 6 months ago, and somehow we're almost out. So I decided to head back out into the world and start gathering the necessary materials, not only for the time remaining here at the Elvia Giants, but also for what's to come after. So while I've been here gathering my cabbages for the Simple Cron Meals, I did do a little research on this event and on the website, and while looking at the item itself, it does say in bold red text that it will be removed on March 12th after maintenance, which at the time of this recording is today. It is currently 12:30 a.m., which means the game will go down in about 3.5 hours. But when looking at these challenge tabs, I mean, they're pretty straightforward. I mean, you can tame 2 wild horses, catch 3 yellow grade fish, you can kill 500 monsters, gather 30 fairies breath. I mean, these are pretty straightforward. They're very simple to do, very easy. I'm going to go ahead and defeat the 500 monsters. I actually have 2 of these from Desert Nagas from way back in the day when we were grinding Atena's Elements. One of these is actually under 5,000 mobs to complete. So I think what I'm going to go do is head over to the Desert Nagas, try to bang out as much of these as I can. I don't know if it's 1 per day or if it's time gated, but I'm going to go ahead and at least do the 500 mobs because I do get the 3,500 pearls, which like we mentioned in the previous clip, that's only 250 away. And seeing as though I'm already nearing 100, I'm hoping that within the 500 mobs, I'm able to get enough to grant us the 3,750 total that we need. We just got a syrup cyclist. Okay. Well, I'm about to beat the 500 monsters. I don't know if it's just gonna auto-complete in my inventory. I think I speak to the Black Spirit. Yeah. Okay, so I speak to the Black Spirit. I finished the 500 kill quest. 3,500 pearls in my pocket. I am right under 100 away from the amount needed to get the 2 rare pet boxes and the Wizard Gospy. And seeing as though I need just under 100 more of these pearls, I'm gonna go ahead and just stay here until I fill up this Marty Stone. I mean, I'm about 3,000 away. I don't know how long that'll take me to complete, but I feel like if I don't complete it now, it's just gonna sit in my inventory like this forever, and it's gonna drive me crazy. And the last pack here, we did it. I do have that second Marty Stone like I mentioned before, but 20,000 mobs down, I think we did about 3,500 mobs. And also during that past hour while I was grinding to fill up this Marty Stone, I did find out that those other 4 or 5 subjugation scrolls that I had, I was able to just pop them on repeat. So after I finished that first one, I was able to right click the second one, complete that, so on and so on. So if we look at my currency tab, I do have 18,000 pearls to mess with. And I am aware that throughout this Ironman challenge, I have always cherry picked what I'm allowed and not allowed to take through the event tabs, mostly through this one here. I mean, the premium enhancement box, the outfits, the permanent horse calling horn. there's a ton of good things to redeem. I don't want these to go to waste, but I feel as though the only appropriate thing to redeem are the pets. So let's go ahead, choose the 2 rare pet boxes and the Wizard Gospy. I never really know what exactly to name these things. Since these are going to go straight into the enhancement, I am probably just going to name them Thing 1, get him in there, and then I think when we go to open up the box, this was one of the pet boxes that we looked at before in a previous episode. We're just going to pick the 2 polar bears, just because again, these are going to go straight into the enhancement. So we're going to name you Thing 2, and then we're going to name you Thing number 3. And when looking at my pets, the 3 polar bears, which are the ones that we're going to be using as fuel to enhance our pet, they all are under the same category as rare. The Wizard Gospy, it's kind of like a universal category. It can kind of be used to enhance any of them, classic, event, premium, whichever you may have. But I'm gonna stick with the golden dragon that we've had since I think the 1st or 2nd episode. But before we go ahead and attempt our T4 pet, let's go ahead and speak with Wacky Toshi and exchange our great Marty Stone. Wacky Toshi, our good old friend. I feel like I haven't spoken to you since maybe Proddy Cave. I honestly can't remember the last time it was. But with that, we did go ahead and exchange that, talk to Wacky Toshi, we did get that title, and then if I go ahead and exchange the Marty Stone, I do get a great Marty supply box, which we can get some tongue gut accessories up to duo. It is guaranteed pry, which is pretty nice. But let's go ahead and open this up, see if we can get anything pretty cool. I really don't know what I want out of this. I'll kind of just take whatever. Okay, probably Leighton. I feel like we have way too many of those, if I'm correct. I think we have 1 or 2 other Pry-Laytons. Okay, I'm wrong. I think the last time we had a Pry-Layton was during the old Rift boxes, and we would open those up. But we do have a duo. I can't really do anything with the Pry. Maybe if I ever step foot back into Gratuga and get more bases, then maybe we can revisit this. But, I mean, I guess I'll just hold on to it for now. Okay. We have the T3 Golden Dragon. I do know that the polar bears give weight. It would be statistically better just to get the polar bear and increase that up to a T4, potentially T5. But the Golden Dragon, it's one of the pets I've had since I think episode 2. It's the first pet that I got outside of the main storyline quest. I can't get rid of him, man. I feel like this is a staple item on this Ironman account. And having a T4 of this would be insane because eventually I could put it to tier 5. But with all the polar bears in and the Wizard Gospy, we do have a 65% chance to tier this up. Let's go ahead, give it a swing. I'm just going to leave his name as Andrew. Shout out Andrew, you know who you are. Let's see it, man. Come on. Oh! Let's go. Okay. All T3s and then Andrew is a T4. Holy, okay. I know that there are a ton of these plumes that I need to filter out with the feathers that I got from whenever I was gathering for my mana potion. But before I do that, I'm not going to do that on stream. I feel like that's something that I should just do off stream because that's going to take a lot of time. But I do have my Dark Rift bosses that I need to go run. It's still so cool just seeing the new fairy skin. But we just completed our Dark Rift bosses for the week. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of those gold bar boxes, so no RNG boxes for the week. So I'm just going to keep it short. We did get 500 mil bars. We also got 57 here, so we got roughly about 1 billion silver, which I can't complain about. You know, free silver is free silver. We did also get the 600 crons like usual. And also, thanks to you guys for commenting this on the previous episode. I completely missed this. This went right over my head. The faint essence of Aether, I will not be using this on this account just because I cannot, you know, use these to enhance the Ator's Power Stone. There is no shining, whatever. I can't use these. But I completely missed that these sell for 10 million a piece. I literally have 1.2 bill just sitting in my inventory just from running that this week. And if we go ahead and look at my other stash I've been holding on to, that's another 2.6. So I literally have 3.8 billion silver just sitting here. I could sell it now and just add to the total amount that I have collected here, which is at 11. But I'm kind of going to save this for a rainy day. You know, once I eventually use this for whatever remaining chronostones I need or whatever it is, I will then dip into this. But thank you guys again for commenting that, because this would have went right over my head if not told otherwise. But I do have another 100 crystallized despair to collect, so let's get back to the Elvia Giants. Also, previously, before the Alchemy Stone upgrade and the Pen Griffin with the Kaffir Stones in it, I was dying a lot here. But look at this. I can fully tank a pack of mobs while being AFK for a few seconds now. I feel invincible, even though I know I'm not. I still need to pay a little bit of attention, but that DP increase is just so helpful, and it's going to make the next 20 or so hours go by so much easier. We just are a little over the 30-minute mark in this hour. I have 320% drop rate, and so far, not a single despair. I don't know if I'm just having a very unfortunate hour, but usually I get about 5 or so average. So hopefully I at least see the second half of the hour turn around. Crazy. That's just so... Oh, there we go. Okay. What is that? 53 minutes into the hour. We finally see our first despair. Holy cow, man. I hope the remaining however many hours isn't the same. Wait. Wait, we don't cheer for distos anymore? No. Wait, when did they remove that? What? Okay, well, we got a disto. Cool. Just concluded 2 more hours here at the Elvia Giants. It looks like we came out with a little less trash loot than usual. We did get 29,000 trash, which, putting that in, we get about 588 mil, subtract about 100 mil because of the temp buffs. So we nearly got 500 mil. 488, we definitely will take about 250 to 300 mil per hour. We did also get a disto, which I did check the patch notes. I'll put that up on screen now. We are not able to get the cheer animation anymore for not only the disto, but also for tongue red, necklace, earring, ring, belt, and Vajas. I don't know really what the reasoning behind this was. I was a little shocked whenever I got the disto and then didn't have the cheer animation. It is what it is, but we did get the one disto, which we will definitely put into our storage here, which I think we're going to go ahead and enhance these again. But before I do so, when we look in the enhancement tab, we did get 5 crystallized despairs. I'm a little disappointed in the amount that we got. I was assuming that we would get a little bit more just because, as you saw previously, we were at 320% drop rate, and we only got 5. I got 2 in the first hour, and I got 3 in the second. I feel as though I should have gotten a little bit more, but you know what? Not every hour can be the best. But let's go ahead, take all these distos out of the storage, and let's see how far we can get this thing. We're back with the distortion earrings. I think this is our second time ever enhancing like a large abundance of these. I do have 8 distos plus the pry that we got from the last enhancing session. But let's go ahead and I guess I'll throw in a 40 stack for duo, because that puts us at a 50-50, an even coin flip. Let's go ahead and enhance this, see if we can get a duo. Ooh. That's okay. That's okay. I'd rather fail early on than later. Let's go ahead, put the 30 in. Essentially a 3 enforced shot. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Oh. Alright. I mean, we could one-shot this all the way to 10. Theoretically, if we don't fail. Okay. This is not going to plan. No way we don't, like 3 in a row, no way. Okay, that was the longest linger. I don't know what that was about. Let's just get the easy duo. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yikes. Okay, well, I don't have a single disto to show for anything. I guess we got to return to Elvia Giants, not only for more distos, but more specifically for the crystallized despair. But before we do that, I did take the time to filter down all those gathered feathers to further enhance our newly tier 4 pet. I cannot exaggerate the frustration I have right now. I have been filtering these feathers into the lightweight plumes to then filter into the fine lightweight plumes, because I was under the impression that I needed over 8,000 of these, when in reality I only need 800, because I can actually buy the growth reagent potion from an Oldman manager. I'm actually a little annoyed, but that's okay. Also, we got a little bit of a new drip. I don't know what you guys will think about it. Let me know in the comments down below, but I might rock this for a little bit. We do have a ton of these Decade Infused Pearls, which are the newer versions of the original Pearl of a Decade. And I was able to claim a Choose Your Costume box. I did end up going with the Pavilla costume box, as you can see here. I think it just looks really cool. It gives off adventurer vibe. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same. It's for alchemy, I believe. I think there's, yeah, you get additional alchemy XP and then reduced alchemy time. But I really like the book on the side, the scrolls, the parchments and the paper on the backpack, everything. It's kind of a vibe. I like it. But let me go ahead and speak to that older manager and claim that growth reagent. It's crazy that they have just been sitting here. I don't know if these were recently added, because the original guide that I was looking at, it said you had to craft them, but then I later on discovered that you could also obtain it from the shop. As you can see here, I literally left my computer on all day. I went to work at 9 or 10 a.m., came back, and this is all I had. I've been doing this all day. Fortunately for us, I only need to buy 10. That's only 600 mil. But as you can see, I do have a lot of silver that not necessarily I'm eager to spend, but I don't mind spending the 600 mil, especially for a T5 pet. 40 magical shards, 10 growth reagent, and plenty of these fine lightweight plumes. Let's go ahead and simple alchemy this, and we should receive a royal plume. There we go. Let's go speak back to the bird, and let's go ahead and create our T5 pet. Our good friend Obi Bellin. Honestly, I think this is the only time I've ever spoken to you. But we have our T4 dragon that we recently obtained, and we have the royal plume. And with this, we can appoint it as the alpha pet, which does allow it to have a minus 50% loot cooldown for active pets, which means everything just picks up things faster. So let's go ahead and create our T5 pet. Wow. This is honestly such a crazy moment. I would have never guessed that the Ironman account would have ever obtained a T5 pet, let alone a T4 pet. This is insane. I need to appoint him, but wow. Andrew, welcome to the T5 club. I'm so happy to have you. All right, Gahaku, what do you have for us today? Can it be a disto? Can it be a despair? Wow, he just did like half my damage. Okay, we did get a despair, no disto. I don't think he guaranteed drops one or anything like that. I don't even know the likelihood of him dropping one. But we did get the despair. Nice. Oh, okay. We are 3 hours in, and we finally see a disto again. Holy. Still sad that there's no cheer animation for it, but that's one more disto in my pocket. Wow. After 5.5 hours, we finally see a boss. Holy, okay. Looks like it's going to be Gigagord. Hopefully we can get a despair and a disto from this. Unfortunately, no disto, but we did get that guaranteed despair. Would have been cool to see another disto drop, but it's alright. I will definitely take the guaranteed despair, putting us at 19. Just concluded yet another 4 hours here at the Elvia Giants. We did come out with about 60,000 trash loot, which whenever we go to sell this here, is about 1.2 billion silver. Subtract 200 million of that because of the temp buff that we used for those 4 hours, which is great. I mean, 1 billion silver in my pocket. Something that I realized though after recording is that I didn't grind the 3rd and 4th hour with a Simple Cron Meal. I completely missed that. I didn't even recognize it. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, we gained a ton of bonuses with the Simple Cron Meal, like you guys are all familiar with. And most importantly is that 30 monster AP. Maybe I'm able to grind it without the Simple Cron Meals. I mean, I've been doing a lot of life scaling behind the scenes, trying to make more of these. As you all know, it takes a while. But nonetheless, outside of that, we are now at 19 crystallized despair. Before the 4 hours, we were at 5. So we got, what, 14 despairs in those 4 hours, which is about 3.5, like 4 despairs per hour, which, you know, isn't the best. But knowing that we only need 81 more crystallized despairs to complete our Ator's Power Stone is just keeping me motivated to get this out of the way. Also, we did get one distortion earring, but like we mentioned before, no more cheering or pog champing for the disto earring drops, which is a little unfortunate. It is what it is, and every single Kaffir that we get is immediately going to be going into our Griffin helmet to get this thing to C10. I know it's going to take a little bit longer than before to get those Kaffir stones, but we're going to get them one way or another. But I do also need to go run my Dark Rift bosses for the week, so let's go ahead and do that. Just completed our Dark Rift bosses for the week. We came out with 55 of the 100G bars and 3 of the 1000G bars. So that's 550 mil here, 300 mil here. So 850 mil just in gold bars, and we miraculously came out with 3 gold bar boxes. So let's go ahead and open those up. Hopefully, I think the highest we've seen so far is 500 mil. I don't think we've seen anything past that. Oh! Okay, I just put that into the universe. What? A 900 mil. The max you can get on this is a bill. And we just got 900. Okay, hold on. 3. Oh my gosh. So an additional 1.5 bill added to the, what was it, 800? That's over 2. That's like 2.6 bill or something like that. What? Oh my gosh, I'm actually speechless. Okay, well, that's gonna help us out tremendously for those Cron stones for our next upgrade. I just want to show you guys the amount of liquid silver we're about to have. I mean, we're at 11 bill essentially liquid. Go ahead and add this, give us that 550 mil, and then the 1.8 billion silver. 13.3 billion. I have more silver on my Ironman account than I do my main account. Alright, Gigagord. Give me my guaranteed despair. Give me a disto. Please and thank you. Ah, okay. No disto, but we did get that guaranteed despair, and we get 5 minutes of essentially a weapon buff. Nice. Oh, another despair. Nice. I think that puts us at 30. Oh no, that's 31. Okay, nice. 31 despairs in, 69 more to go. Can we get anything from Mr. Gahaku? Would be kind of cool to get a despair or something. He's got to be dying here shortly, right? Oh, there we go. Okay, we did get a despair. We got 4 Kaffirs, a few other goodies. I will definitely take that for Mr. Gahaku. Alright, let's see how long it takes me to kill this Cyclops without a Simple Cron Meal. There we go. Okay, that didn't take long at all, actually. I think that maybe took a minute and a half. Still no disto. This is our 4th hour here. No disto at all, but we did get that guaranteed despair. So we are at 40. Nice benchmark. So even though it seems like I'm really close, I'm not, because from here on... Oh! Our first disto in 4 hours. Wow, we're approaching the end of our 4th hour here. We finally got one. Okay, nice. Just concluded yet another 4 tedious hours at the Elvia Giants. I did do the 3rd and 4th hour like before without a Simple Cron Meal, because again, as you guys probably saw, I only had 1 remaining Simple Cron Meal. So that 30 plus monster AP is now gone. Again, I do have a ton of stuff ready to go. I do have some hot pepper crops that I need to go harvest, because I still need to make a ton more items to create more Simple Cron Meals. But nonetheless, after those 4 hours, we did get 65,000, which just is a little bit more than we got in the previous 4 hours, totaling to about 1.3 bill. Again, subtract the 200 mil because of the temp buff. So we got 1.1 billion silver in those 4 hours, and then a little additional from the Tattered Shadows. Let's go ahead and sell that, add that to my pocket, putting us at nearly 15 billion liquid silver. We also did get 1 distortion earring, which I'm a little shocked to only see 1. I thought I would have gotten a couple extra, because again, I was grinding on the Arch server with about 350 to 370 drop rate. But most importantly, we did come out with a ton of crystallized despair. The first hour we got 6, the second hour I got 3, which is a little underwhelming, but the 3rd hour made up for it with 9 crystallized despair, which I think is my all-time record so far on this account. And then in that 4th hour we got 4. So we're at 41. I'm really close to that halfway mark. That was a good 4 hours, honestly. Outside the distos that we did not get, unfortunately, but 410 Ancient Spirit Dust, and we have a ton more Kafirs in our pocket to put towards our Griffin helmet. Hopefully, in the remaining hours that it takes us to get up to the 100 Crystallized Despairs that I need, what is that, 59? I'm hoping I can come across some more distos because I really want to tap one of these up to Tet, but we'll see what happens. Can I kill him before my gear breaks? That's the good question. Nice. Okay, Gahaku down. The gear is not broken yet, but we did get a Despair. Lovely. Cyclops looks like it's gonna die here soon. Oh my god, and I have a giant fighter on me. Ooh, there we go. Okay, third boss down. Another Despair, which I love, but still no disto. Ooh. A random disto. Okay, briefly after we just killed that Cyclops and I was talking about the distos are just not happening. What a surprise. Okay, nice. Okay, but we did get a boss spawn. I'm a little annoyed because it spawned literally in the last 5 minutes of my hour. But I mean, I'm going to be doing back-to-back hours just because I have the Simple Cron Meal popped. So, hopefully we can get some good drops from him. Oh my gosh. Big slam. Oh, okay. We did get the Crystallized Despair that we are guaranteed, but unfortunately, no disto. Seems like our disto luck is kind of going down the drain, but we are now at 53 Crystallized Despairs. But I don't really know what to compare the Node Wars and everything to from World of Warcraft. Oh! Okay, wait, an Ancient Spirit Light. Nice. I also don't have that boss debuff, so I think I can just go ahead and pop this now. Nice, that'll give us another 5 minutes of weapon though. Unfortunately, I didn't receive any important drops during that 5-minute buff, but you probably already noticed that I did go ahead and craft some more Simple Cron Meals. I've had a ton of my workers passively gathering materials on nodes, and my only real bottleneck was just gardening since I have to actively be on for those to progress. But after taking my newly gathered materials and combining them with the already existing meals that I had left over from the previous batch, we now have about 50 or so Simple Cron Meals to aid us in our grind. Just concluded 3 hours here at the Elvia Giants. I know it was kind of an odd number, but the first hour we did without the Simple Cron Meal, and then as you saw, I did go ahead and make some more Simple Cron Meals. So I did do 2 hours here with that, but in total, we got 53,000 trash loot here at the Elvia Giants within those 3 hours. But more importantly, we did receive 18 Crystallized Despairs, which is kind of crazy. So we on average got 6 per hour, putting us at 59 total. We're only 41 Crystallized Despairs away from never coming back to the Elvia Giants. But if we go ahead and sell our trash, we also did end up with a boss or 2. Yeah, we got 2 bosses, and then we also got that light thing that we can attach to the little rift in the center. So honestly, not too bad. I mean, we got over 1 billion silver here in just trash loot, and then if we subtract the 150 mil off the tent buff, I mean, 850 mil for 3 hours, cannot complain at all. And then we also did get 1 distortion earring. Like I mentioned, I feel like our RNG just really hasn't been there recently with these. I'm not sure what that is, but it is what it is. But nonetheless, we are sitting at 16 billion liquid silver here on the Ironman account. 41 more of these to go. But before I head back to the Elvia Giants, we do have our Dark Rifts to go run. So let me go ahead and get those out of the way. Just concluded our Dark Rift bosses for the week. We did come out with 2 gold bar boxes. As per usual, we got some Ancient Spirit Dust, 120 the Aether. We also did get 6 of these. I didn't sell these from last week, so I need to go ahead and sell all that. We will also be going ahead and selling these Aethers just because I'm not planning on going for Resplendent or Shining or anything like that with our Taurus Power Stone. But let's go ahead and open up these 2 gold bar boxes. See if we can get anything crazy. First box here, an additional 100 mil. We will take it. I'll let the second one roll out. Come on, 1 bill. Another 100 mil. That's okay. In total, we did get about, what is that, 990 mil, right? This is 590 mil. That's 400. So 990 million silver. And then when we sell these, that's about 1 billion. And then, yeah, selling these as well, that's another 180 mil. I mean, that's crazy. Just gonna go ahead and show you guys all the additional silver that we're gonna get out of this. So we should be at about 17.4-ish after selling all that. 17.559. That's insane. I mean, we're just making so much money per week. As you can see, I'm kind of just stockpiling all of my aethers right now. I could go ahead and sell all of them if I really wanted to for 6.2 billion silver, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Again, I'm kind of holding on to that for a rainy day. Maybe once we go for our next big upgrade, I might go ahead and sell that, use that abundance of silver to then buy more cron stones. But for now, I'm just going to hold on to them, see how much I guess I can collect until I need to sell them. But that's where we're sitting at with those. However, I am going to go ahead and sell the Dawn Blackstones. Again, I'm not going to be running Karazaz on this account, so I don't mind selling these. It is just some additional silver in my pocket every single week. But looking at our account now, we're nearly 18 liquid billion silver on the Ironman account, setting ourselves up for hopefully a huge upgrade. But with needing 41 more of these crystallized despairs, let's go ahead and get back to the Elvia Giants and get these out of the way. Oh, okay, there we go. We got a disto. Again, it still kind of sucks that there's no cheer animation, but there we go, finally. After just speaking about how our disto luck has been pretty bad. Nice. Alright, Gahaku, do I get a despair from you or no? I do. Nice. Okay. I don't know if you can drop distos, but we will definitely take the despair off of him. You are going down. You're giving me this despair, right? Maybe a disto? Question mark? Dang. Again, no disto. That's crazy. I mean, again, I love the crystallized despair, but man, our disto luck has just been terrible. Ooh, another disto. Okay. That was like right after we just killed the boss too. Oh my god, and a despair. Wait, that is at 75 despairs now. We are 3/4 of the way there. That's a cool little way to celebrate it. Nice. Just concluded yet another 4 hours here at the Elvia Giants. As you can see here, we did come out with 62,000 trash loot and 450 off of the 2 bosses that we did spawn, totaling it to about 1.25 billion silver, which when we subtract the 200 mil, 1.05 billion silver, which is honestly pretty insane. Again, like, I know that may not seem like a lot to a lot of you end game players, but that puts us nearly at 19 billion liquid silver here on the Ironman account. But more importantly, we are at 75 crystallized despairs, which is 3/4 of the way there until we get the total amount needed to exalt our Taurus Power Stone. We did get 2 distos as well, which is definitely really nice to add. We only have 3 in our storage. I feel like this isn't really a lot to tap just yet. Maybe once I get the remaining 25 despairs in the next 5, 6, or 7 hours, however many it takes in order for me to get the 100, maybe I can then go ahead and take those distos that we do have, see if we can get a Tet. I know technically Try is more AP than the Tet Narc, but it wouldn't feel like enough. I feel like settling at the Tet would be better, just because that additional AP will overall help. But nonetheless, we are almost there. And once we are finished with the 100 crystallized despairs, we are done with the Elvia Giants. Let's go ahead and get back and get the remaining 25 that we need. One other person, I can't remember. Giga Chat Caster. Oh, wait. Okay, a disto. We love that. I was a little bit shocked, honestly. I was reading chat and then I panned over and saw the disto drop. Nice way to start the hour. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't know if he's invulnerable during that phasing, but oh, there we go. Okay, I feel like we haven't seen a disto off a boss in quite some time, but thank you, Mr. Gigagord, for not only the disto, but also that crystallized despair. All right, Mr. Ogre. Will I get another disto? No disto, but we did get another despair. We're at 84. Nice. It's going a lot quicker than I thought it would. Thank you so much, Sour Candies, for the continuous support here on the channel. I do truly appreciate the T1 sub. Welcome back to the ad-free viewing. Oh, wait. I got another disto, baby. Okay. In the middle of the Sour Candy sub. I truly do appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you for the disto. I'm only a few minutes into what I believe is our 6th hour here in this little session. but I am at 97 crystallized despair. We are hopefully in the last hour ever here at the Elvia Giants on the Ironman account. Let's see if we can get the 3 in the next hour here. But wow, the fact that it's coming to a close is honestly a little bit heartwarming, but sad at the same time. Oh, okay, was not expecting to get a disto drop. I know I've recently said a ton of times that our disto luck has been pretty bad, but honestly, it has kind of turned around in the last 4 or 5 hours, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, there we go. Okay, we are 47 minutes into the hour, and we finally got one to drop. No way. Wait, okay, we have 2 minutes left. We got a boss spawn. I know I get a guaranteed despair off a boss, which will put me at 99, unless I somehow get one to drop before the boss is killed. There we go. Okay, crystallized despair, no disto. But that puts us at 99 despairs. One more away from our 100 goal. Oh my god, there it is. I unfortunately was not able to get it in that last hour after the boss. I didn't pop a Simple Cron Meal because I didn't know how long it would take. Fortunately, it only took about 5 minutes. But there we have it. 100 crystallized despairs. And for one final time here at the Elvia Giants, we did just complete 6 long-ish hours, honestly. Those 6 hours did feel kind of long. A few hours we did get very little amount of crystallized despair, and then I think it was the 5th hour we got like 8 or something, which was kind of crazy. But for one final time, we do have 102,000 Squirrelful Spears and 675 Tatter Shadows off of the 3 bosses that we got spawned. Within those 6 hours, we're going to subtract 300 mil because of the temp buffs. So 1.7 billion to the total, putting us just over 20 billion silver. We also do have the 4 distos that we fortunately were able to get there at the Elvia Giants within those 6 hours. But most importantly, we do have an additional 100 crystallized despair to craft our Exalted Soul Fragment. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to that. And there it is, the long-awaited Exalted Soul Fragment. Let's go ahead and combine that with our Blessed Ator's Power Stone and get that additional 2 DP. Let's go ahead and put our Blessed Ator's Power Stone along with our newly acquired Exalted Soul Fragment. I'm not going to skip this animation. This is well deserved. Let's go ahead and reform this bad boy. And just like that, after what was, I think, 60 plus hours, we now have an Exalted Power Stone. I don't know how many players have actually done this. I know Sickloot is one of the first to do it many years ago. Shout out to him. I hope I'm making you proud with this one. But with that, we now have an additional 2 DP, some additional bonus stats, and a completed Alchemy Stone here on the Ironman account. And with that, we finally obtained our Exalted Ator's Power Stone, which does grant us another 2 DP. I'm fully aware that there are a handful of better options out there, but the Ator's Power Stone just feels right when it comes to this account. I'm also aware that I've been kind of MIA for some time now, and I do apologize for that. But I'm ready to get back on track with uploading consistent content along with grinding. And seeing as though we have over 20 billion silver to play around with, I'm very eager to share with you what our next goal will be. But I'm just gonna sit on that and save it for the next episode. So until then, take care.